At a press event on Tuesday, Oklahoma Governor Kevin Stitt spoke about law enforcement recruitment. The governor also announced that Oklahoma Highway Patrol troopers would get a 30% raise. Governor Stitt praised law enforcement, saying, quote, "As long as I'm governor, you know I'll always have your back."
Thank you, Dr. Schramm. It's great to be here with everybody. And so, Pistol Pete, good to see you here. Make sure you give me one of those silver bullets before we leave. I like to collect those. Well, we're here to celebrate some amazing wins this past year for law enforcement and our first responders. Oklahoma, we support our law enforcement. So to all my buddies in the room, thank you all for being here today. And I want to specifically highlight three in particular that Oklahoma has done to support law enforcement. You know, let's start with why we're here at OSU OKC. We're here because OSU OKC has an MOU with the Department of Public Safety and will soon become critical partners with for our troopers and our trooper academies. So the statute, the state statute, it used to say that an applicant for highway patrol had to have 62 college credit hours or an associate degree before applying to the academy. So we changed that this year. Now the statute says you need 62 hours before you get commissioned as a state trooper. So this allows prior law enforcement service to contribute to those hours. So for every year of law enforcement, you can get 10 college credit hours, up to 30, even if your law enforcement career wasn't in the state of Oklahoma. This is going to be huge for recruiting law enforcement to our state. You're seeing an attack in other states. You're seeing attrition and people leave this profession. It's really hard to attract folks in other states, but not here in Oklahoma. Everybody, they know that we have their back in the state of Oklahoma. Now, someone who's been in law enforcement for 3 years can come to our academy with no college credit. They'll get credit through their law enforcement service and the rest during the academy. So I want to thank Dr. Schramm. Thank you so much for OSU OKC for being willing and able partners for the Department of Public Safety. This, we believe, is a major win for the law and order and safety of our state. Number two, in my State of the State address back in February, I told Oklahomans we needed to prioritize the health and the well-being of our first responders. So we set up the Oklahoma First Responders Wellness Division. The foundation of this division, it's a peer-to-peer division designed to recognize the early signs of trauma and give immediate help to officers who are in need. And if you remember, I told the story of Ronald Hook, who after 15 years of dedicated service in law enforcement, he tragically took his own life because he never got the help that he needed. And I'm so proud to tell you that today the Oklahoma First Responders Wellness Division, it's not just in a speech or it's not just words, it's a reality. We made that happen this year. And lastly, I promised that we would provide law enforcement officers with competitive pay, and we got that one done as well. Troopers of the Oklahoma Highway Patrol are getting a 30% pay increase. Other law enforcement officers, like dispatchers, are also getting an increase. Capitol Security will receive raises as well. And while other states and cities are defunding the police, we are increasing funding for ours in the state of Oklahoma. There is no state in the nation that is more supportive of law enforcement than the state of Oklahoma. Here in Oklahoma, we support our brave men and women who put their lives on the line every single day for our communities. So thank you, Tipton, for all you do, for your leadership. Thank you to all the officers in the room for what you do every single day for our state. As long as I'm governor, you know I'll always have your back in law enforcement. So thank you all for being here today. And it's my honor now to introduce our next speaker, the Commissioner of DPS, Tim Tipton.
very happy day to be able to make this MOU effective, and very appreciative to OSU and OSU OKC, and of course to the governor and our state legislators who've been very supportive. You know, right now today in the United States, as a police officer, a state trooper, a county deputy, your chances of being violently attacked are greater than they've ever been in history. We've had more police officers shot year to date this year than in any other year. So at a time when the job is the most difficult and we see a national trend to maybe turn its back on law enforcement, the state of Oklahoma, the citizens, the governor's office, our state legislature has definitely gone the other direction and shown great support for law enforcement. At a time when around the nation, a lot of agencies are lowering their standards to attract, a lot of people don't want to do this job. And so we need to attract those quality candidates. And a lot of agencies around the country are having to lower their standards. We've gone the opposite direction. We've increased that standard, but we've given them a potential applicant a roadmap of how to meet that higher standard. I look at all of our training that we do from two aspects, the academic aspect and the tactical aspect. And of course, the tactical parts of being able to stay alive and protect the citizens. And then you have to be highly trained and intelligent academically in the law and in proper procedures. And the program that OSU OKC has done for years, I'm a graduate of the associates in police science from this program. I've been involved in instructing with OSU's collegiate officer program for over 20 years. So to be able to now partner with them and with the Highway Patrol is just a great thing. And to give my goal is for every trooper when they walk across the stage at graduation that they not only get commissioned, but they also get a degree in police science and then move on into that bachelor degree program. So we're very excited about it. We think that we're moving in a definite positive direction, and along with the other items that the governor's already spoke about, I see a bright future for law enforcement professional men and women in the state of Oklahoma. So thank you again for doing that. Thank you.
We're going to grab a couple of photos with just the signers, and then we would invite any members of the Oklahoma Highway Patrol or Department of Public Safety, including our police science faculty and staff. We'd like for you to join us in just a moment. Looking at you, Ned. We look at our. All right. I'd like to invite our members of our Highway Patrol and our police science faculty and staff, students, you're here.
I think we can open it up to a few questions as well. One at a time, please.